crazy.
We're live. We're not going to be on X again. Apparently, we have to.
I'm on X.
I'm on your account. You're on it.
We're on X right now because I'm on X. So
hello,
don't worry about it.
X people out there, yeah.
Not that my £9 a month has been particularly worth it, to be brutally honest.
Just keeping the lights on at the X offices, I guess.
Oh, God.
I want to know if Netflix is worth it.
For a couple of months, yeah.
Netflix is great because you can turn it off. What they rely on is people like me who just don't turn it off every month. Mm-hmm. Okay,
right.
I keep most of the stuff I have for my son because he's autistic and it's useful for him and he needs stuff to. So otherwise, I would not be buying any of it. I'll be perfectly honest because I don't watch the television. My wife watches a bit of it, but yeah. So I would say Netflix. The fact that you can get rid of it every month, or you can turn it on or turn it off, and it's a monthly in and out. I'd say it's certainly worthwhile for a couple of months to see what the library's like.
Do you swap out services? Like Netflix 1 month and Max the next month, and
I don't. Well, we have Netflix. My son, I would not buy it, but my son has Disney. Mm-hmm. Okay, and I've got Amazon because I use Amazon as a business. Mm-hmm. So I have that. So you get the free postage.
You get the little Prime.
So it is service, an absolute no-brainer to have that. Yeah. It's a no-brainer. Yeah. So at the very least, it gets paid. It pays. It's the equivalent of my postage for the year. So, we've got those three. And, of course, we've got, standard BBC.
Go ahead.
I'm going to say the only thing I watch on the BBC is the football. But that's not on at the moment, so.
No. Well,
that'll all be behind a paywall as fast as they can arrange it too.
The day that happens, I won't be watching the football.
No, yeah. They're supposed to. They say it's not just BBC the license. It's about live broadcasting, and they're trying desperately to get YouTube into that as well.
Yeah. And YouTube desperately is trying to get into it.
Yeah. I pay my license fee every year because my wife likes to watch a few things on BBC. Okay, and that's why we pay for it. Otherwise, I would not pay for it. I don't believe it's right for you to have to pay for something and you have no choice about it. I don't think that's correct. I don't see a problem with having to pay for the BBC if you want it. That's fine.
Especially but the moment when they take all the old really good programs and sell them abroad.
Yeah, that is a little annoying. Yeah, that is a little annoying. The moment that I get told that I can't watch YouTube without paying a TV license is the moment I become a criminal. You can come after me all you like. I'm never paying your fine. I'll go to prison if I have to. You can piss off. Okay, we're starting to get into 1984 territory there. All right, go away.
Yeah.
Fortunately, that was 40 years ago.
Yeah, I really don't think that's going to happen, but because I think there would just be too much for public outcry. I think there's more chance of it going into general taxation, which again I'm not in agreement with, but at least you won't go to prison for that.
You don't have all the commercials. You don't have all the commercials over there that we have, though.
Well, we do on ITV and all the other channels. It's only the BBC that don't. Yeah.
YouTube adverts are a minute long now, aren't they?
No, what you need to do, get yourself the Brave browser. It completely takes all the adverts out of YouTube.
Right. Okay.
Do it.
Okay.
And it doesn't track you either. There you go.
We see you out there. Come on in. The chat is live. We're here for Comics by Night. We've got some Captain America, Golden Age Captain America to look at this morning.
So
once we get done with our TV talk,
Boomer and Gen X punkers AF.
I have kids, and they have all the streaming services, and we have the codes. So they come over. When they come over,
you just use the codes.
There you go. Yeah,
I've seen this little cottage up in Inverness between these two valleys, and I want to go and live there. It's just this house in the middle of nowhere. It's like
lovely,
you can see people coming down the road to your house for 4 days before they get there. It's that remote. That's where I want to live, with no TV, no internet, no phone, nothing. I just want to sit there. I want to sit there and drink wine. Sorry, Larry. Let's go on.
You're fine. You're fine. We all that's the older you get, the more you feel that's a great idea. Rookatooks, yo dudes, I don't mind the pre-show talk. Haha. Well, we don't play the real talk before the camera comes on.
No, we'd be cancelled for that.
It's probably a good thing. Yeah, that'd be nothing but trouble.
Yeah. Play the intro, man. Play the intro.
YouTube would be climbing up our ass, but good. So yeah. Here we are. Let's see. Oh no, not that one. Yeah, that'll work.
Holy shit. That is the craziest thing I have ever seen. And I'm Dennis Quaid, and Dennis Quaid has seen some shit.
What was that? This is not a charade. We need total concentration. Now, once again, this time, with theory.
It means you're a catcher, not a pitcher.
Speaking of YouTube, there we go. YouTube yanked old Doug in Exile. I kind of liked his channel, Angry Guy Talking Politics.
Yeah,
Angry Cartoonist.
Yeah, you don't have to agree with the crap he's saying. It's just funny listening to him.
Yeah, he was very good, very entertaining. YouTube apparently he offended somebody down the road. YouTube yanked his entire channel.
He's too entertaining. How does that work? How do they yank your entire channel? I suppose you just go off to Rumble.
They just pull it off. Yeah. Well, that just goes back anytime you think you're actually making a living off of one of these social platforms. They figure out a way to screw you anyway and take all your money.
Yeah.
Luckily, we're not monetized, folks. But hey, if you're over on the Indie Comics Network, you can send them
Luckily,
stars.
we're not making a living from this.
Yeah, we don't make a living out of this. This is Comics by Night. Go ahead, Glenn. What?
No, we don't want to go down there.
You go down whatever avenue you want to go down.
I often wonder why we're sort of giving any money for anything we do, because people just take it off you. I think there must be kind of sort of glee that here's your money, now give it me back. You know, they might as well just have it, just take it. You know.
I don't know if they throw commercials in front of this program or not, but if they do, we're sorry.
We're sorry.
I just sit there and wait. That's all I do is sit there and wait for the skip button to pop up.
Yep, that's the one.
I'm not listening to nothing and watching the little countdown.
Like I say, use the Brave browser. It's great. I get ad-free YouTube. There you go.
What the fuck is the matter with people in this business?
Anyway.
Oh, a lot. There's a lot wrong. Folks,
I'm your host, Randy Zimmerman. You can find all my work, or some of my work, over at aerocomics.store. You can find some of it on Amazon if you look hard enough. Find it wherever you can find great comics. Over at aerocomics.store, everything there is available for immediate shipping, like Alice in Chains and Paragon and Calico, and a lot of stuff. And pretty soon we'll have another couple of books up there for you to enjoy as well. There's a subscription service over at aerocomics.store that gives you access to our PDF library and all sorts of entertaining stuff. And we're glad you're here wherever you found us for Comics by Night. And we're here to look at some great comics, and here to look at it with us is one of the people is Glenn Fleming. Glenn, introduce yourself.
Hi, everybody. My name is Glenn Fleming. I'm a writer, artist, and publisher. 40 years graphic design experience, doing photography and layouts and copywriting and doing all sorts. If you go to Amazon, you can pick up all of my 12 books, I think it is now. I've got their science fiction books, JFK assassination, children's books, science fiction, all kinds of stuff. And you can also pick up a copy of this, which is relevant to this show, which is my book about my meetings with Jack Kirby. I went to visit him a couple of times at his house. And if you get in touch with me, there's also a film that goes with it. I also publish occasionally this magazine called Comics Unlimited, which is a 100-page magazine about comics with interviews and articles and that. And if you go over to fundmycomic.com, you'll be able to purchase a copy of my cartoon character Hatch, which is an annotated book, which details his life and shows published and unpublished work. Go and grab a copy of that. Or just put my name in Google and something will come up. Not sure what, but it will.
There you are. Also joining us this morning is Mr. Russ Leach. Russ, introduce yourself.
Hi, my name's Russ Leach. You can find me at russleach.com. Sign up for the email list there. We have The Atlantean, The Further Adventures of Cull and Brawl by Robert E. Howard. Go check it out. The Shadow Kingdom has been a great success. Everybody's really, really enjoyed it. It will be out for retail soon as well, so we can give you links to go buy that eventually. But in the meantime, check out everything to do with Cull and Brawl, the Shadow Kingdom, and obviously, most importantly, the Atlantean. You can go check that out at russleach.com and sign up for the email list there. There you go.
Mass market edition. Yeah. Coming soon. Golden Age Captain America, folks, off of the omnibus. Where'd we leave off? I think issue 5. Halfway through issue 5. Pretty sure 5 or 6. Let me check here. Great Simon and Kirby stuff here. I think we're almost done with issue 5 here. Yeah. Yep. Get that great cover.
Woohoo!
We're up to the terror.
So there's Bucky tied up again.
Bucky's always getting tied up. Sorry about the earthquake, folks. Just getting some final adjustments down before I leave the camera alone, I swear.
Pixelation sorted out.
Get that focus working.
Yeah, it's getting there. It's getting there. There you go. It's coming in.
The Terror of Devil's Island. If I can not be knocking the tripod, we'll be all set. Here we go.
Yeah, sort your legs out, will you?
There.
Seem to be using those thick borders again. I don't like that.
But it's Kirby. It's Simon and Kirby. You're seeing the unusual page layouts here.
Yeah.
At least it's laid out by them. Hopefully inked by Simon, it looks like.
He's looking at him with his pipe.
Yeah, there with his pipe.
Oh,
come on,
look at that.
Captain America's going to investigate that prison. Yahoo!
Look at that stretch at the top of the right-hand page with that. Look at that.
Yeah, look at those legs.
Right. Who's the guy hanging there? Is he some kind of
prisoner?
Wow.
It's the Gimp.
Yeah. I like the way they, got the hats on. He got his hat on. He was punching.
Yeah.
Well, he had it on.
I like that bottom left-hand corner. Is that what you're talking about?
Yeah.
That one. Yeah, I love that. The way he just jumps out from behind the wall and smacks him. Yeah, it's great.
Sorry, pal. I need your keys.
It needs a thwap on it, doesn't it?
It's a little odd bit of lettering there.
Yeah.
Sounded like a man in agony, and that panel border's just smacking right into that sounding. Sacre bleu.
Bleu.
Time for me to pull the lever. There you go, Folly.
Oh, this is this guy must be Batrock's dad.
Must be.
I love that shark. I love the way he's in and around that shark. Yeah. Shades of colon there. It's the movement rather than the style, just the way that he's moving and the way that it's depicted, especially that right hand panel.
Yeah. At least here they're not showing the shield as being flat. It's got a little curve to it.
Yeah. Starting. It's getting there.
Getting there, yeah.
It gets there, then they leave.
Yeah. Well, they had to have some action in the story, so they threw in a shark. Yeah.
Oh, look at that. I was nearly right. He's called La Roque. He's must be Batrock's dad, like I said.
Probably.
La Roque.
He's got a terrible haircut.
He got the same last name.
Yeah,
oh, this guy.
He deserves to go down with a shark, doesn't he, with a haircut like that?
Look at that hair. Do people have haircuts like that? What's that?
He's been in prison for a while. Nazi pressure on the Vichy government in France. Vichy will keep me here for life. I won't last long in this hellhole. I must escape.
It's not soup.
It'll be for democracy.
We're saving democracy again, are we?
Greece. Goodbye, pal. Thanks again. Yeah, we're always saving democracy here.
We're always saving democracy. Always.
You can't miss Marvel Comics, the magazine with the most of the best. As opposed to those other guys who have the least of the worst.
Least of the worst.
Watch for this cover. Looks like all the other covers from the...
Yeah. When Joe Simon was lettering this, he must have got what Russell know what I mean. He got goosed, right? And somebody grabs your backside because it goes, when you pick the comic book whose thrilling adventures and popular heroes have made it a continuous leader.
Woohoo.
That guy on the top right looks like he hasn't had a coffee in a while.
Goodbye, pals. Thanks again. I'm going back to Europe and fly to Greece. Okay, see you later. He recovered quickly, didn't he?
Yep.
Dave's in the house. He's got
he'll rest while he's traveling.
Comics. His latest book is out today, isn't it? It's up for.
Yeah. Good morning, Dave. Hope you're doing
Everybody
well.
should go and buy that book. Everybody should go and back it.
Yeah.
There you go. Perfect 10 issue 5. Is it, Dave? Perfect 10 issue 5?
Yeah, throw a plug in the chat, Dave. Let us know.
Yeah.
Don't be afraid.
Brilliant.
You're welcome to plug your stuff here. It's good stuff.
Perfect 10 is fantastic. Dave's work is fantastic.
Right now, it's time for Headline Hunter.
By Stanley.
Oh, yeah, story by Stan Lee. Look at that. Right between his legs. Real big. There.
Stanley.
Foreign correspondent.
This isn't illustrated by Kirby, though, is it?
No, it's not. Doesn't look like it, at least. We're still, about 5 or 6 months away before he ratted him out for working at DC?
Yeah.
To his uncle?
And he'd only be about 19 at this time, wouldn't he? 18, 19.
Yeah. Yep. Young, wet behind the ears kid. Snot-nosed brat. London. We find Jerry Hunter. Known for his friends as a headline hunter, speaking to his New York editor. Can't help it, Chief. How can I get a scoop in London? Every time something happens, every paper in town gets wind of it as soon as I do. Heck. There's a heck. How can I find a scoop if there just ain't none? It's him writing about his uncle here. Mr. Hunter, your managing editor wants you right away, and he's berating him. Quick headline, I've got to run down to the American Embassy building. Something important has happened. Oh, you've got to run down. Okay, Chief, I'm on my way now. Yeah. It's Commissioner Jordan. Oh, Ambassador Jordan. Yeah, weird word balloons here too. Little almost thought balloon looking. Yeah. Suddenly, a foreboding shadow that darkens the sky. Air raid. Yeah. Heading to the shelter.
Look at that. Oh, dear.
He found it. Headline, luckily locates the secret panel and a stairway swings down. It's always good to find the secret panel. And then get tied up to a buzz bomb. Right?
Yeah. Great statement there. You won't get away with this, Cools.
Yeah. Now, headline hunter, I wish you a pleasant trip. Unseen by the murderous Nazis, headline catches on to the plane's undercarriage and swings to safety, even though he's got the bomb with him.
Now, there's a gaff. Look what he says there. He's supposed to be German, and he says, now that we've gotten rid of that meddling American.
Swine.
Gotten is an Americanism, isn't it? Gotten.
Yeah. Well, the kids reading the book aren't going to care.
I know. Nobody cares. Yeah. That's the problem. Head for Berlin.
Dave says, yes, guys, Perfect 10, Book 5, and Power Trip Book 2, both launching today. There we are.
Are they launching for my comic or where?
Indiegogo.
Europeans. It's early tomorrow morning.
Indiegogo.
Okay. Oh, there we go.
It is Indiegogo. Should run that also over on Fund My Comic, Dave. Thank you, Russ. Yeah. More Tuck, Cave Boy.
Tuck, Tuck. Me, Tuck, Tuck.
Grupp. It's Krupp, isn't it? Oh, dogs. What's he doing? Shooting them because they've blown.
He's going to poke his eye out with that thing.
Ew.
That's what she said.
Stories from the dark ages.
Weird stories from the dark ages. That's what they're going to say about us in 50 years' time, you know.
Yeah.
Weird stories from the dark ages.
Yeah.
Cave Boy, Tuk, Cave Boy.
Yeah, Dave says he'll run on multiple platforms, but right now you can get it over at Indiegogo. Yeah.
Got a chest on that. The guy with the red trolleys on. Look at his chest.
Yeah, what's going on there? Oh, look, he's tied him up. He's like, that's a rather nice bikini you've got on there.
Can I borrow it?
It's like, I like to dress you up like the girlies.
It's just a Cave Boy fugitive from Bonzo, the fierce tyrant of the cave people. His adventurous friend, Tanner, is subjected to cruel torture by marauding outlaws. These must be the marauding outlaws.
God, you hideous, evil beast dressing me up like one of your girlies.
Friend Tanner there. He's got his breast covered. Yeah, help.
I'll make the saber-tooth call to save Tania. Yow! That's what they sound like with his blue undies on.
Just when he's meowing. Yeah.
Yow! And the cat's like, meow back.
He's called Bonzo. Bonzo, look, Sabretooth come. Yeah, help.
Takes my
Bonzo's a
magic
bad guy.
stick.
Yeah.
Bonzo. What are you, the drummer in Led Zeppelin, Bonzo?
Did he call a tiger so that he could shoot it?
Seems like it.
Apparently, yeah.
So horrible. And now he's
That's
making all
terrible.
the run away. I don't like this guy. I hope these guys beat him up.
He's got a magic stick, though.
I don't care.
My magic stick, Sabretooth.
I don't want.
He knew what a saber was, too. That's a saber.
Hey, love it. Yeah. How would you know what a saber-toothed tiger was before saber-toothed tigers became extinct?
Yeah. For this deed, I will give you one more chance to help us deal with Tuk. Or Tuck.
Is that on that speech bubble? Look, they've rubbed out the pointer, but it's still there on that when he says for this deed on the first panel. Just keep going
It's
up.
a tiny one. It's right there. Yeah.
Or is it a branch I'm looking at?
Yeah. The branch is up here. And he's got a little tail.
Oh, I
right
see what you're saying. Yeah, there's a tail one way.
The tail is going to the guy with the red trolleys on, and then it's been crossed out, and they've not erased it.
There's somebody drawn that on.
Yeah, I see that here.
Yeah. Oh dear. Editorial.
Who cares? They bought it.
Yeah.
They're going to smoke him out with fire. No trickery or you will die this time. What's he doing? The flaming brand soars high over Tuk.
Is Tuk the guy with the blue undies on?
Yeah. Yeah.
So he called the Sabretooth. He called the Sabretooth, and then the guy with the red trolleys killed him.
Oh, right. Okay. They're two different people.
Kill him. Yeah, but they look the same, don't they? Because they're both blonde and.
Oh,
white.
no, isn't the one with the blue?
That's how you tell them apart is the color of their.
Isn't the blue trolleyed bloke? Isn't that his little sort of Bucky, prehistoric Bucky?
No, this is Tuk here.
Is it?
This is Tanner, isn't it?
Right.
I don't like that bloke with the red trolleys on.
Tanner has left to face the fierce killer alone and kills him with his magic stick. But yet he still calls him a Sabretooth. Yeah.
I don't like him.
That's not good.
So they decide to burn him out. He's not a friendly guy. He's burning.
I hope the elephants squash him and then he gets burned in the woods.
Yeah. I'm not impressed with blue trolley bloke.
A herd of giant mammoths. Trumpet and terror and stampede.
Hey, stampede.
Now I must leap.
Leap.
It's just a jump
It's
to the left.
Yeah, he's been watching JFK, hasn't he? Back and to the left.
It's just a
Back
jump
and
to the left. And a step to the right.
There's a clue. 20 years before the event. Back and to the left.
He's gonna start doing the time warp in a sec.
Yeah, he is.
Is that guy naked there? They're going to trample us in the centre panel. He looks like he's naked.
He does. He's hairy. He's one of the bad guys.
He's just woken up.
Yeah. He's got a little line there for his loincloth there. So
yeah,
he's not quite naked.
Look at that.
The other guys are saying, "My wife was in that cave with you." What?
Tuk and Tanner are together again.
That's nice for them.
Off to a rock, Tuk and Tanner watch the herd vanish in the distance. This is the end of Bonzo and his brutes. I'll be merciful and give Bonzo a cleaner death.
What's happened to on that top panel as well when he's jumping on top of the elephant? What's happened to his foot? It's turned into a hand and then been crossed out again.
Here,
there, yeah. What's happening there?
Nobody will notice. It's shadow.
What? Like I can't draw feet. What?
Yeah,
that's probably what it is too. Yeah,
it's a very young Liefeld, yeah.
Can
Very young Liefeld. First drawing ever.
Liefeld's dad.
It can't be that because he's got the chest right in that one.
It looks like they kept drawing the jungle in the background here too, right across that shadow.
Oh dear.
Wow, that's a bad coincidence line some editors should have cut.
Wonder who the editor was, eh?
Yeah. Now for Hurricane, Master of Speed.
I don't think the editors are awake on this one.
The editors are still young at this point.
I think they're writing other stories. Who's this now? Oh, this is Hurricane. It's another guy with a blue. They must have got a job lot. It looks just like him, apart from the band across his hair. It was like the other guy jumping on the elephant. Tanir, is he called, in the previous story. Blam.
Retired financier gives millions to charity.
That guy's face. The guy at the top there with the top. Yeah, the one who's got the money. It's his face. Yes. It looks like Harold Outhwaite, the most boring man in the world, doesn't it?
Yeah.
Has it been shot in the back of the head? What's that red on his hat?
Oh yeah, what's that all about?
Yeah, here.
Yeah, it's like he'd been shot. Oh dear.
It's not going to lamp around. What's that? It's too late to begin.
Oh my God.
That Flintheart's claw-like hand touches a secret button under his desk. Woo-woo. And a moment later, Hurricane is surrounded by threatening figures. Threatening figures. Yeah.
On that right-hand page, on the third panel where they're holding him, they've got all that space, so they stuck the balloon on the guy's head.
Yeah.
Word balloon on his head.
Could have gone all down here, but nope.
Oh my God.
It's easy. It's because I don't like your business. Any more questions? With lightning speed, Hurricane slips through the grasp of the dazed thugs. Yes, just one more. Did your mama dress you that way? No. Yes, one more. What are you going to do now, you smart aleck? There's a hole in the floor. It's another secret button. He's got a whole series of secret buttons right there.
If the floor fell away like that, you just put your arms to the side and you wouldn't go down it, would you?
You think so? Whoops.
A blinding stream of light.
Yep, a blinding stream of light. And Harry Kane emerges as Hurricane, master or fighter of evil.
That's what Harry Kane does in these days off the football.
Days off, isn't every day a day off?
He stripped off his clothes in a hurry too.
Kill him!
I think that's a bit harsh. I wouldn't want to kill him, but I wouldn't pick him again for a squad.
Says kill him. I'll give you as much money as you want. Real money. As opposed
to money.
Real money.
Real money. Like you get when you play football.
Yeah, it's Harry Kane to say, yeah, obviously I want to play.
I think Harry Kane's more like...
Yeah, obviously.
Suddenly the Ames lettering guide went up a couple of points. Oops. I'm sorely grieved at you, my friend.
Yeah, Dave's saying, I love how these Silver Age comics didn't take themselves so seriously.
Yeah.
Yeah. Do you know what? It's a light relief, isn't it?
Look at that. Look at the left-hand page, top panel, first panel, where he's punching the guy in the red suit. Look where he's coming from. The side of the panel, like guy's holding him up. Like where's he coming from?
He's just flying in. Yeah.
Whomp.
Same thing here.
bang. Yeah.
He gets in and out quickly. It's like the SAS.
That's why it's only got trunks on, so he can get in and out quickly. Yeah,
that's what she said.
That is.
He wouldn't want to hang around. It's a bit embarrassing if he's just in his trunks, isn't it?
Hurricane inspects Flintheart's mansion and destroys millions of dollars worth of fake money. This is money to burn. Says.
Well, if it's fake money, it's not worth millions of dollars, is it?
No, it's not real money either. Yeah,
this dialogue's brilliant. It says
shoots little lightning bolts out of his hand too. So,
in the last panel, it says, "Can you inform me as to the whereabouts of a certain Nick person? If you mean poor old Nick the beggar, he left with his pencils a few minutes ago." What does that mean?
He was on the corner trying to make some money selling pencils.
With his pencils, that sounds like a bit of social commentary on comic book artists.
Could be.
What's he doing with his hand?
Nick the beggar.
What's he doing with his hand?
Well, obviously this one's hidden behind his arm, but this arm is kind of long there.
What's he doing?
He's patting his front.
Oh dear. George Michael on
gonna grab him right in his, you know what. Wow, we still got large lettering here.
Again, look where they put it on top of his hat. Again, all that space.
Yeah. Would have been all up here. A nearby store. Can you help poor old beggar? Business ain't so good. Business isn't so good. But here's a few pennies. That'll help you.
Oh, dear.
Flip of his wrist. Nick tosses a handful of fake money into the open cash register. Just spreading a little evil as he goes. But he must have more sinister intentions than these. The time has come to put an end to Nick's wicked activities.
It looks like he's trying to push his way out of the panel.
He does. He's exploding.
And the deadline was looming, so they just blacked in his trousers.
Yeah. It's a shadow. Yeah, that's what it is. It's a shadow.
Perspective on that building on the next page. Those buildings on the second panel. Look at the perspective on that.
It's to draw a perspective like that in junior high.
This is brilliant, isn't it? I want to know who's drawn it.
I don't know.
Charles will know, but he's probably not up yet.
Yeah. Will not fail, gentlemen. Not with your generous cooperation. Yeah. Those, the misled fools, they do not realize that they will destroy the entire nation. When money becomes worthless, there will be panic, revolution, and bloodshed. That's not the way that works now, is it? We just print it and they spend it. Yeah.
You just print more.
Very well, comrades. Soon we will have our revolution and destruction. Nicola. We're doing everything we can to help you. Is everything coming along well? It's a little misplaced dialogue. He breaks up the counterfeit ring by juggling them in the air with his feet. And a blaze of light.
What was that story called?
This is a Hurricane.
Hurricane, right. Okay.
Master of Speed.
Hurricane Master of Speed. Let's have a look.
There's no real title to it. Nobody. There's no signature. Nobody's taking responsibility. But we do have some great
responsibility.
Great buildings there.
I'm not taking responsibility for that. I didn't do it.
Hurricane is attacked from behind. Said, get it, kill him. But he speeds. What? Faster, it slips away. What is that? Wow. But the Speed Master slips away. And there they are, officers. You'll find the evidence. So I went and grabbed the cops, whom they're searching for. Did these fools really think that they could capture a god? They certainly did bang me up a bit, though. I wonder what my next adventure with the mortals will be. And then here the balloon is, it should have been up here. That should have been down here. So later, a slightly bruised crime fighter ponders over his adventure and his adventures to come. Looks like he's sitting on the John. Meanwhile, here's Captain America 6. 45 thrilling pages of Captain America, plus other great features. That's Simon and Kirby there.
Yeah.
Guest appearance by a bearded, was that a bearded hurricane hurling an axe? And a mysterious figure. It looks like he's just standing there in the air, but there's a floor there apparently.
Oh, look, I thought he was hanging, that guy. Looks like he's hanging, doesn't it?
Well, he's hanging Bucky here. Bucky's hanging.
He just likes it. He's
all tied up. Yeah,
bondage, isn't it? I love the way he draws. I love the way he draws that. Look at the muscles in his leg, Captain America's leg. The way it's more like you can see the bone going, but not attached to the hip.
Yeah, and this leg here, just where is that from?
Yeah, and that you know that guy who was being tortured, and the other one who they let go with the dodgy haircut. He's throwing an axe at Captain America in this one. Look.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's brilliant, isn't it?
We're back to a flat shield again. It's a little bullet here. Toing. It's quite a bullet. Looks like a piece of poop. Oh, there you go. Look at that face. The camera fiend and his darts of doom.
That's the guy in the Fantastic Four, isn't it? I don't know what issue it is, about 68 or something. Who was photographing them? Do you remember him?
Mm-mm.
Much later, 25 years later.
There's a face in the lens here. He's got vampire teeth, though. September 1941.
Right.
So it's a little before Pearl Harbor. Probably released about 4 months or so before Pearl Harbor. It's probably come out in July. Crazy looking hand, though. At least Bucky's not tied up in this one. Here we go, back to Simon and Kirby. Lightning bolt panel borders. Nice guy. What a camera there. The crown jewels, what a haul. Get the information with this camera. Come on, men. So wah. Steve and Bucky are involved. Jumping Jupiter. Steve, look out. Ow. Get into your costume, Bucky. Something fishy in the war maritime office, eh? It's kind of 4 tiers of action here.
Yeah.
Smacked from behind.
You can see Kirby's storytelling is becoming a lot clearer, isn't it?
Yeah.
It's really coming together from what we remember him later.
And he's at least laying this out at this point.
Yes, I think he's drawing this.
Yeah, it looks like it. It sure does. Since I worked with a letterer who returned to me with panels where he had problems getting everything to fit. He wasn't open to my observation that the font size was too large. Since he was a pro, he got replaced.
I think the guy who drew that hurricane and the hunter guy, I think it might be a Charles Nicholas.
Could be, yeah.
According to this, I might be reading it wrong though.
Okay.
I think we've got to get away from that term pro.
Yeah.
Because it suggests that everyone who isn't a pro is an amateur.
Yes.
Which is rubbish. Absolutely.
And
rubbish.
it also suggests that everybody who's called a pro is a pro, and they're not.
Yes, yeah, exactly. Yeah. And most of the time it's they're only called a pro because they worked for, IDW or Marvel or DC or whatever, which is at the end of the day, you're a pro. If you've received money for your work, you're a pro. It doesn't matter how much money. If you've received money, you're a pro. You're a professional. That's the word it's used for, professional.
Well, they've had that.
Too many.
Go ahead.
Too many of these people are going around saying, "Oh, I'm a pro. I know exactly what I'm doing." Well, not according to the current comic book industry, you don't. Because I see very little of what people think as knowing what they're doing. So there you go.
Yeah. They've had that problem since the 80s, though. Once the independent market started up, I remember reading in the Comics Buyer's Guide, Tony Isabella used to have a column where he tried to define pro as anybody working for the big two. And at that point, we were probably making more money than he was.
Yeah.
So being a quote unquote pro,
it's. Yeah, I mean, I've put it in my bio, in places simply just because that's what you do, in order to get some. But at the end of the day, it's a little bit arrogant, isn't it?
Yeah.
Like, oh well, I'm a pro because I've worked for these people. It's like, no, that's not the way it works. Because you can still be crap at what you do and have worked for those people. So,
great face, what a great face.
Well, I've worked with some people who would be termed pros and they were crap. So
there you go.
Yeah.
And they were getting paid. So there you go.
Yeah.
But what do I know about anything? Holy mackerel! He's dead. Oh. Yeah, the drawing seems a lot cleaner on this strip. A lot clearer.
Well, a lot better than the last couple of stories we looked at because those weren't Kirby. So
not difficult. I'm talking about the Captain America strip,
Mm-hmm.
Yahoo! Think again. Fiend. Thwack. Look at that double thwack there where they're knocking them both out. That's great, isn't it? The one below it. The one below that one. Yeah, that's brilliant. Look at that hat.
It's flying. Yeah.
Look at him going out the portal.
Yeah.
I hope he can't swim. He just murdered someone.
Oh, it gets worse once we get into the war.
Yeah.
This is the time when the Human Torch vowed he'd never burn another person alive again, and then Pearl Harbor happens, and he goes around burning
burning everybody he can find.
Yeah, all the Axis and Nazis all end up getting burned. Yeah, just fried. Should look at some of those old Human Torches like that, just to show you how violent they were. Holy crap, just crazy. Bucky kick him. Doing a high kick.
Kicking the
pants will fix ya. Boom.
That lamp looks like his head, doesn't it?
It does.
Which lamp?
Where he's kicking him in the pants, the lamp looks like his head. There.
Oh, yeah, it does.
He's got a lamp head.
And
it's
the way
latest
that
villain.
Drawn,
lamp
looks
head.
like he kicked him right in the crotch, too.
I am lamp head.
Yeah.
Hey, where do you think you're going?
You've seen nothing till you've seen my bulb.
Like, oh, my cake, you little brat. Camera fiend is getting away again. Darn it.
Darn it.
I can't see him anywhere now. I don't know a scared rat could run that fast. Get that.
Wouldn't it be dodgy if you suddenly saw this guy, Captain America, this soldier at the bottom, coming from behind some boxes with a little kid?
Nowadays, yes.
Straightening his tie.
Straightening his shield, his wings on his cowl. Yeah.
That's not what you call it.
Let's get back to the crowd, pal, before they begin to miss us. Right. I'll bet old Professor Hall had a good fright from all this excitement. He'll blame me for bringing the class. What? He'll blame me for... Yeah, he'll blame me for bringing the class. Okay, Bucky, I'll see you later. You bet, Steve. Bucky, where you've been? I fear you were lost. Gosh, sir, I was watching a man catching a fish. Yeah, watching a man catching a fish.
I was behind the boxes with this soldier guy.
Yeah, I was hiding behind some crates there for a minute.
He's gone back to that kid gang thing again, hasn't he, in this one?
Yeah. They end up doing Young Allies series.
Yeah.
In a little while with Bucky and Toro in a kid gang group. Your stereotype black guy and a couple other people. Another wah. What's that idea?
Look at what he said on there. Like on the last panel on the left page.
We're down here?
Yeah. I'll do anything to get to bed. Okay.
Shoot away. He's got his pipe. Oh, gee. You're swell, Cap. Boy, wait till the gang sees this shot. Throws his shield up because the camera shoots out some darts. The minute you said your camera felt funny, I was on my guard. Else this poison needle, may have finished me off. Going around that panel border. Gosh, this is the Fiend's camera, a duplicate of my own. I might have killed you, Cap. Jumping catfish. Doing a Porky Pig here. Jumping catfish.
This reads like the 60s Batman, and that where he's saying catfish, Cap says, the minute you said your camera felt funny, I was on my guard. That's something that Bruce Bruce Wayne would say, wasn't it? You know, that was it.
Batman would say, yeah. Yep.
Yeah, when he counted all the bullets. But he pulls out, I think it was there was one where the Penguin had a Vickers machine gun, you know, a big belt-fed thing. And they start firing at Batman and Robin. He pulls out his bat shield from this really... And then he stops and folds it, and Robin says, "What are you doing, Batman?" He says, "They're out of ammunition." And he said, "How do you know that?" He said, "I counted the bullets."
Yeah. Yeah.
That was on when I was 12, and I remember saying to the television screen, "What?" Anyway, you have to be there.
Getting tired of this. I guess the Fiend is wise to us. Look, a note slipped under the tent flap. I'll say he's wise to us. Read this note. Let me see. I'm wise to you. Yeah.
Oh, dear. The Fiend.
I hope you enjoyed your rest, Captain. Why don't you go back to school? You have a lot to learn before you can best me, the camera, and he signs it, the camera Fiend. Wahaha.
Bucky, I'm going to school with you. Well, this will be good. Let's see Cap in his short pants.
Yeah. Is he touching his chest here. I don't know what you are up to, Cap. In fact, it sounds loco, but boy, what a kick the fellas will get when they see you in person. Look at this kid here. Hey, it's Captain America. Wow.
Yay. Wow.
Glad to meet all you fine boys and girls. We're Sentinels of Liberty, Captain America. Here's a free plug for our fan club. Yeah. And we've all been waiting for a chance to shake your hand. Me too. You mean the both of you? Professor Hall, would you mind if I attended your class today? Attend my class? Why, no, I'd be delighted to have you. He is actually the camera fiend. Picture this already. Should be angry with his boys for taking pictures during the lesson. But with such an honored guest as you in our midst, I am tempted to snap your picture myself. Do you mind? Not at all, sir. Sure, this will be a fine shot. A fine shot. Pulls his shield up in time. This is just as I thought. Smacks him around. So you're the camera fiend, Professor Hall. Respectable school teacher by night. What? Marauding?
Marauding.
That marauding killer. How dare you say such things about me? Ow, my wrist. You're twisting it. Ow. Look at I'm going to show that action. You're just going to show his face. This is Cap's costume design is iconic. It should never change. Yeah, I agree. Yep. Let's smack the professor around a little bit.
Out of the way, brats.
They're floored, Cap. Now's the time for all good sentinels to come to the aid of their country. Yeah. So he blows a whistle. That's Bucky's battle whistle. Of course, that's Bucky's battle whistle.
Let's
Come
get
on,
those
boys, the
gorillas.
fight's on. Yeah. Yeah, that face. So they all come.
Never heard of Bucky's battle whistle before this. Just made it up.
Yeah. Battle whistle.
Luckily, he had it handy, though.
Yeah. Well, I suppose if it's a battle whistle, it should always be handy, shouldn't it?
Right.
Really.
Should always keep your battle whistle handy.
Body raisers. Take that, rat. Ow. Look at him biting his leg.
Yeah. Chomping. Hey, what is this? The revolution?
And that the fat kid sitting on him.
Yeah.
What's the other one doing?
They're keeping him down, apparently. They're grabbing his leg, pulling him, making a wish.
Look at that one. Wow. That's gone super blurred now.
Oh, has it? Oh, wow. Give it a second to. There we are.
Oh, there we go. Get me a lawyer.
Let me thank you too for helping, Sentinels of Liberty, all through our great and glorious land. All boys and girls are Sentinels of Liberty, whether they fear the badge or not, whether they wear the badge or not. America is safe while the boys and girls believe in its creeds. There you go. Last minute message from your Captain America.
Look at he means business. The guy with the axe there, doesn't he? Coming round the corner of that head. Look at that! Wow.
Yeah.
Deep fang. Yeah.
Planted deep in the shadowy heart of San Francisco's Chinatown, the cruel hatchet men of the evil Fang swarmed from their secret den to carry out their bloody orders. And those who were foolhardy enough to resist were subjected to a fate that chilled the blood of law-abiding people. But Captain America and Bucky dared to defy the monster known as the Fang. More Simon and Kirby at work here.
I love the colouring on these things. These Oriental faces, as they call them. You know, that colour.
Yeah,
it's very.
At least they're not solid yellow. Yeah.
Yeah, not PC, is it at all? In fact, that guy there, the guy in the Fang in the two tiers, the third and fourth panel, he looks like Marcos, doesn't he? Fernando Marcos.
Mm.
You know, the Filipino guy.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Or Richard Nixon. Not Richard Nixon. What's he called? Reagan.
Here he kind of he's got this haircut and kind of looked like Leonard Nimoy from Star Trek there.
Yeah.
Yeah, Reagan. Yeah, I could see some Reagan there.
Yeah, look at that great hand at the bottom in the last panel on that page. That's fantastic, isn't it? I like that.
Long nails. Just the whole proportion here. He's flattened up and very different from just doing it straight on. His mustache breaks out through the panel border. All the evil Fang, as clever as the devil himself. His hatchet men will spare none of us, since they have gained entrance. Be on your guard, trustworthy one. Good night. Come on, Bucky. I need to go home and polish my gun.
Yeah.
Polish my weapon and polish my gun.
Think this lug Fang will show up, Steve? Maybe. Oh, they're giving some knockout gas. Betsy comes back in, looks like.
Oof, look at that. Axe. Great the way they've shown it in the shadow on the fourth panel, the one below that one.
Yeah.
He throws the axe and you can see it in the shadow.
Nice perspective here, too.
Yeah, that's great. He's going to take that guy's head off with that axe like that, wouldn't
he? Yeah.
Oh, look at him. He's going to cut his head off. Oh, dear.
He looks like he's drooling.
Yeah. Got that Reagan haircut.
Yeah. Nonsense, good Chan. You and the boys shall provide the Fang with rare sport. You shall both die screaming in agony at the hands of my artful torturers. Can't hold me, Benny. Bucky and Chan are in the Fang's hands that need help.
Look at his legs again in that last panel.
Yeah.
Only the speed of light could match the fleetness of light. He can move, can he?
Match the fleetness of Captain America's form as he disappears among the city's winding streets.
Oh, look at that bottom panel again. They're quite violent, these things, aren't they?
Oh, yeah. No code back then. No regulations or anybody watching over them. It's just whatever entertaining story you can come up with.
He's got some teeth, isn't he? Cool.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's a long old leg, that.
I think that Wortham guy was right. If you think about it, this is before the war, and they're all these kids are reading these things, and there was a war.
Well, a lot of what Wortham was worried about were over exaggerations anyway. He'd take things and bend them all out of context for the congressional hearings.
I know. I always say how many videos was Genghis Khan watching, you know.
Yeah. Comic books either.
Did he have a video recorder then?
He did, yeah. He had the first one.
Blimey. It's just completely rearranged my view of history.
Somebody jumped back in time and gave it to him. Yeah. Man, boy, this is what I call holding that line. Man.
Bam.
He'd have never conquered the world if he'd have had a video recorder.
Yeah, stayed home.
He'd have been too busy recording porn.
Yeah, he'd have been too busy staying home watching porn, yeah.
He'd have been watching Titanic.
Yeah, he'd be sleeping half the time then. Rukatuk, the facial expression of the fang is wild. Yeah, pretty wild stuff here.
Great layouts though in this
oh,
particular episode.
Nice flow to it. Yeah.
Look at that! Wow, that great sense of where Bucky's throwing that now is brilliant.
There, try some of my brand. Now, Mr. Fang, I'm ready for you. He's doing the little jiggity there with his fist. You can't get away, Fang. You're going to get what's coming to you. You'll never get me. Yeah, gotcha.
Copper. You'll never get me alive, Copper.
You'll never get me. Gotcha. Bam, bam, bam. Some pretty quick action scenes there. It's a little fist to the mouth. Look at that. Gonna need that.
This delightful music hurts one's eardrums. Bam.
Still got a bunch of sound effects and stars flying from off panel.
And then we get the Oriental one or the Chinese one, whatever you call it, down there. That sound effect next to Bucky's arm.
Right there. Yeah.
Yeah. I don't know what to call it. So I'll just use the words I'm used to.
I'm through with the Fang now. You can hand him over to the FBI. I may also add that you're a very brave girl. Well, thank you, but and before she can say any more, before Betty Ross can finish her sentence, Captain America and Bucky dash out of the doorway into the night. Back to camp, Cap? You mean back to the guard house? I'm supposed to be... I'm locked up in there. Yeah.
Is that the same Betty Ross whose dad looks after the Hulk?
Probably.
I like the way that he started off as this kind of like lowly private or whatever it is, and he'd always go back to the barracks and be given a hard time. He's a very sort of almost Clark Kentish, little bit gawky.
Yep.
It's like a completely different character to the way he was portrayed later on. It's like, hero of the forces, and even as it's almost like Steve Rogers and Captain America became one thing.
Yeah,
Steve Rogers is Captain America. There's no Steve Rogers and Captain America like there is Clark Kent and Superman, even though in essence Clark Kent is Superman in that way. Okay, but it's almost like Steve Rogers became the hero as well. Steve Rogers is Captain America. Mm-hmm. Just a different way of looking at the character over time.
Yeah. Speaking of time, here's Father Time. The famous character created by Joe Simon and Jack Kirby, narrated by Stan Lee. There we are.
Here we
Drawn by Al Avison and Al Gabriel. So there's a character lost to time. Literally, you never saw him.
You
later.
could say it's lost farther back in time.
Yeah.
Wah,
Wah, wah, wah,
wah, wah.
I'm innocent, I tell you. Take him away.
Thank you. I'll be here till Tuesday. Try the veal. Tip your waitress.
Look at those curtains.
Yeah. Little spotted.
You'd love to have them up in your house, wouldn't you?
You would, wouldn't you? You'd think
you like the Spider-Man lamp next to it. That looks like a Spider-Man lamp that you'd have in a kid's bedroom.
Yeah. That guy looks like Dick Tracy, doesn't he? With the gun. He's coming into the room at the top.
Yeah.
Dick Tracy.
This guy looks like a Hollywood actor here.
I'm going to say, I think there's some photo reference going on there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He gets blackjack to the back of the head.
Whack.
Nice work, Spike. The young fool had me worried for a minute. Oh, it ain't nothing, boss. Get the proof all right. I was a fool to ever sign those papers. It's a good thing you slugged him, Spike. It ain't nothing, boss. Yeah. Good heavens, it's 10 minutes to 12. Father will be hung in 10 minutes. Let me loose. I'll kill you for this. I've got to save him. Let me loose. Take it easy, kid. It'll all be over soon. Ha ha.
Oh no, they've done it. Oh.
Yeah, they hung him, didn't they?
Oh, damn.
Oh, that's pretty hideous.
Oh,
that's pretty grim, isn't it?
It's grim.
Too late. Yeah. I had these papers a few minutes before. It's terrible tragedy. Could have been averted. Time, always time. Why should time be on the side of evil? Why should murderers profit by time? Easy, son, easy. Time is on the side of evil. Helps crooks to make getaways, to help the police to forget about them, but no more. I'm going to make all evildoers fear time. I'll let them know that it can be on the side of good as well as evil.
I'll frighten them by putting on some red underpants and a blue cloak.
There you are. Yep.
Well, see, I just realised he's got a sickle in his hand.
He does. That's his.
He means business.
Choice, apparently. Yeah.
Means business.
Imagine somebody coming at you one of them. That's serious.
I was attacked by a guy with a large sickle and a clock on his chest. I can't explain it. Wearing a hood and purple shirt and tights. Funny red boots and panties. Yeah.
Okay. In the hole with you.
Yeah.
Drunk and disorderly.
Seems to use that scythe pretty good there, that sickle. Nice dramatic shot. I can only wear this mask so I can show off my receding hairline. Yeah. It's not got a hood on.
What? Has he got his nose out of it?
Yeah, it's like
just cut it shorter.
Yeah, cut his nose out of it.
God.
Task for ridding the world of evil can never be finished, so I must always be on the alert for new adventure. He's swinging on his sickle here. So Father Time fades into the night on his eternal quest for justice. Will we ever see that character again? You never know.
I can see why we never saw him again, really.
Yeah. Especially with that ridiculous mask.
Yeah.
He's still out there, you know.
Is he?
Must be. Still out there somewhere.
Look, they're hanging again. Look at this. Who killed Dr. Yardoff? I guess it's him with the red face. The hangman.
Yeah. He's got a ski mask on.
Yep.
That hangman. Yeah.
That girl there with a cigarette in her mouth.
Is that Dr. Norton? Same guy who created Submariner? That's what he looks like. I've got it after years of research. I've got it. Now, how do you get rid of it?
Look, the guy there, the second panel, the first panel of the story looks like Adolf Hitler with that shadow under his nose and that haircut.
Which guy?
Left on page, first panel, little panel at the bottom, where it says, "I've got it." Yeah, this guy, the next guy next to him,
yeah.
looks like Hitler with that haircut and the shadow under his nose.
Worth money. Just try to break out of this thin strand. You can't get loose, Ludwig. Single strand of super silk as strong as steel. I'll make millions. Yeah. After releasing Ludwig, at least he got out. Vardolf receives a phone call. I know. You men have invested $100,000 in my research. I promised you returns, and you'll get them when I sell my super silk formula. The fools. Hounding me every day. Why won't they let me alone with my work? Why must everyone plague me so? Look at that guy. He's got some sad eyes working there.
Were these comic books the same proportion as they are now?
No, they were slightly larger.
I'm going to say because these pages look a lot squarer.
Yeah,
but they've not been stretched or anything.
No, actually, they're. I think they're just a little taller.
They're not from the newspapers, are they? In tiers.
No, they're Golden Age comics. They're a little taller and a little wider than
right. I just wonder if they were keeping maybe a format to a newspaper strip, like in tiers. You could see these working in tiers daily, couldn't you?
Maybe, yeah.
I just wonder if that was like a subliminal thing they were caught up with, and then they'd change the comic book size that we know now a bit later.
Probably just their way of getting the story across or getting the story done.
Yeah,
well, it's like with all things, isn't it? You get into a way of doing things because that's the way everybody's done them.
Yeah.
So
that's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
That's interesting there. And Bucky says, "Look, Steve, there's a man watching the house. He looks like a foreign agent to me."
You can tell those from a mile away.
Mile away.
Yeah. You read too many comics, Bucky.
Not enough, if you ask me.
He's got his pipe there again. Look.
Never enough comics. And that bug is up to no good either. It's Ludwig, Dr. Vardov's assistant. Hope nothing's happened to the Dr. Vardov's laboratory. Stop it, Bucky. You sound silly.
Oh, Bucky, you silly goose.
First we're going to hang him, then we're going to burn him.
Okay. It's a bit medieval, but...
And there's that long
Festive
stride
thing.
again into the panel.
Yeah. Overhead shot, worm's eye view shot. Straight across, always keeping it interesting. Yeah, in the jump here. We've seen that before a couple times. Always moving that camera around, though.
Yeah.
Different angles. You get tied up in a rope and smack their heads together. Crack. Look at that. Strewn across the page.
Yeah.
So popping out, so I like that.
Yeah. It's very interesting stuff there. We're too late. He's dead. He's been hung and burned. Yeah.
Oh, no.
He's burned to a crisp now. Come on. Let's get out of here. Cap, I can't make it. Smoke, lungs, can't breathe. Hang on, Bucky. We'll get out.
Can't talk either.
There are the arsonists. What is this? Don't let them get away. Lynch them. Yeah.
String them up.
Yeah, you've made a mistake, I tell you. They lynched him. The dogs. Up they go with the dogs. Desperation adding to his strength, Captain America breaks his bonds. He actually breaks through his ropes.
It's like he's doing something else, isn't it?
Swinging towards the gasping Bucky, Captain America locks his feet about the boy's body and swings into a upper tree limb. Captain America frees Bucky and leaps to a nearby tree, followed by his pal. I'm right behind you. Kazar, called him Kazar. I'm right behind you, Kazar. Yeah. Get that plug in for the their Pulp Jungle character. Kazar, I don't think was in comics until the Silver Age.
Yeah. Just a coincidence. It was somebody else's idea later.
Yeah. Well, they had the rights to the character name, so they just used it. Yeah. Come out of there, you. Look at that weird looking hand here. Arm. Not quite right. This is nice, though.
Yeah.
You get kicked off. Legs a little long, but this is cool. Nice angle.
If you look at the left-hand page, bottom two panels as well, some nice positioning there as well.
Yeah.
Really nice.
Nice twist there.
Yeah.
It's getting them dynamics down, that's for sure.
Yeah.
Awesome.
It's great, yeah. It's good stuff, isn't it?
Came here tonight like you for your clues. Dr. Vardov was mine friend. I think I know who did it. It was der man mit der monocle. His name is Yarg.
Yarg, that's a funny name.
Or a man named Arg. Yeah. Holy mackerel, he's been strangled.
That's where Robin looks at Batman and says, "Holy names, Batman, that's a weird one."
Yeah.
It's like, no, he's dead, Robin.
Where are we going to find this Arg? Yeah. The news came from behind this wall. Yeah. Oh, look at that. This has got to be Kirby. Just solid. What a difference in layout and composition here. Easy. You little gun mall. Why'd you just strangle Ludwig?
Let me go and scratch your eyes out.
Yeah.
It's like Monty Python, like, come here and I'll bite you.
Come back, I'll bite your kneecaps, you cowards.
Cap, look out.
Mobsters. Try some of this. Smack. Everybody's
brilliant.
These
things are really good, aren't they? Really dynamic. Yeah. Help. See you downstairs, boy.
Must have been a big part of what made this strip so popular.
Yeah. Now we'll wring the truth out of the girl. Ooh.
Yeah.
Oh, the hand. Oh my God! Look, wow.
Blimey. And Ludwig, they're both hung or hanged.
Hanged.
This is some more of the hangman's work. I'm afraid we're too late. He's gone. Super Silk. Whoever has the formula is using it to silence all possible witnesses. We know it wasn't Ludwig or the gun mall or a gang, so who's left? The man with the monocle. That must be the guy named Arg. A foreign agent who, having stolen the formula, may be covering up his theft by silencing all witnesses. May have connected him with it. That may have connected him with it. So that's easy to deduce. Where to now, Cap? Yeah, too easy. Come on, kid. We're going to we're going to the city morgue.
If I'm taking it, Joe Simon's in this.
Probably, yeah.
It's got some lovely line work on the that's the one I was looking at, that cap one. Lovely line work. And then on the other page where he's talking to the girl on the third panel on the opposite page where he's talking to the girl. Look at that lovely line work on Cap's back and shoulders there.
Yeah.
It really is good. It looks a bit like Sid Shaw's,
Yeah.
I'm not sure whether Joe Simon did that kind of detail like that kind of line. I wonder if it's Sid Shaw's.
I don't know. There's a Ye Gods. Ye Gods. It's almost burnt to a cinder. Wah! Oh, aha. What is it, Cap? What have you found? A glass eye. So what? Dr. Vardoff didn't have a glass eye. Therefore, Captain, you have become too dangerous to live. Cap, it's the hangman. He's got us. Yeah. Struggling is useless. Super Silk is unbreakable. Soon you shall occupy slabs along with the rest of the dead in here. Yeah. If you've guessed my secret, Captain America, that's why you and the boy must die. Bucky knows nothing. Let him go. The boy shall die with you. Aimed at your back. It's a little invention of mine. It will eject a stream of powerful acid, which will dissolve your body in a matter of minutes.
That's handy.
The little drops of acid dripping from the spray gun's nozzle are falling directly on the strands of Super Silk that bind Captain America's hands. What a coincidence.
Handy. Yeah.
Bonds weakened by the acid, Captain America tears free and launches a furious attack on the startled captors. Go get him, Cap. Yahoo! He's loose. Use your guns, you fool. You can lick the lot of you with this. He can lick the lot of you with his fists. There, you're free, Bucky. Wow. Am I gonna wail into these babies? Yahoo again. It's Yahoo. He's gonna lick into them babies. Bastard will snap you, Captain America. Why, you rat.
Yeah, Russ said it before. You can see why these things were so well received, because the action is great, isn't it?
Yeah, it is.
Yes, that's what people like.
Yeah.
They like action punctuated with a little bit of exposition. Not a lot. There's a lot of lettering on here. But that's what people enjoy. Just to get the story going. Action. A little bit more story. Action. That's what superhero comics. I'm not going to say all comics because obviously that's silly, but certainly superhero comics. The genre of superhero and action and pulp, I suppose. It's just that's what it's about. That's what you want from a comic. That's what I want from a comic. I mean, even sitting down and reading the translations, the adaptations of the old Conan stuff, there's still it's punctuated by the action.
Yeah,
that's what you're waiting for.
Yep.
You're waiting for the action. It's what it's all about. You're waiting for for Conan to whip his sword out and start stabbing monsters or bad guys or whatever. That's what you want.
Right.
I like the matter.
I wanted to be left alone with my work. Not dead. Go ahead.
I'm just saying the last panel on the previous page, the matter of factness. No, I wasn't dead. It was another man's body that was hanging in my burning laboratory. Oh right, okay. I forgot to get the milk. Well, never mind.
Who was that poor son of a bitch then? Who was the guy who's dead then? Does nobody remember him?
Just some random dude. Yeah.
One of his henchmen.
Some rando.
When he came
back,
he
explains everything.
Oh yes, he was a businessman who wanted to buy the formula. He wore a monocle to hide his glass eye. When he came back to your laboratory that night to offer you more money, you strangled him and changed clothes with the body and hung it with a string of super silk. That's not true. I'd gone out to hire some bodyguards to protect me from the racketeers who had threatened me. I returned with the bodyguards that night to find the monocled fellow dressed in my smock and rifling my safe for the formula. I went mad. I hung him and burned the laboratory.
I hung him. I love the way you do that. It's like, I hung him. And how did you do that? Did you pick him up? Did you restrain him? How did you just hang him?
I killed Ludwig because he suspected the truth, just as I would have killed you and the boy. The gun, Maul, I disposed of out of pure revenge. Wanted to be left alone with my work. If I were thought dead, I wouldn't be annoyed by spies, racketeers, and ruthless businessmen. So I killed to obtain that privacy. That's the entire story. But he still keeps talking. Please see that the super formula is delivered to the United States government. It's a last gesture from Dr. Vardoff before he pays for the hangman's crimes. I don't understand. You do now. Yeah, look out, Bucky. Oh, Cap, it's horrible. That acid, it's eating away, dissolving his body. I can't look. Cap's looking on. Formula's safe, and he's paid for his crimes. Let's keep his identity a secret. Trap for a Traitor by Stan Lee. Yep, onto an ad. Sizzling with thrill. Just one. Oh, thrills. There's an S. I didn't quite catch.
I missed that as well. I thought that was odd.
Yeah. It's a weird looking S. The exciting new issue you have been waiting for. That's a great cover. Look at that
It is
cover.
fantastic, isn't it?
It's got to be Alex Schomburg there.
Right. Will it be Bill Everett inside, or did Schomburg do the interiors?
Everett probably on the Submariner story at least.
Yeah.
With such a top-notch favorites as Human Torch and Toro, the Submariner, the Angel. Oh, Kazar the Great. I guess he is in comic form there.
Yeah. The Vision.
The Vision. Terry Vance, the Patriot, and others.
Vision.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Is that old Vision?
Yeah.
Wow.
Simon Kirby. Is it a Simon Kirby, Randy? The Vision?
I'm not sure who created that character, but he's just a masked adventurer here.
Yeah.
He's not an android.
All right, so a completely different character. It's just coincidence that they called him the same name,
Yeah. Well, Thomas took that name when he created the character in the Avengers.
Yeah.
Right.
I think he could get away with that because they own this one, didn't they?
Yeah, they own that name. Yeah. Also, as an added feature, read how the Torch and Toro and the Submariner helped the British defeat the Nazi hordes in The Story Behind the Cover. We'll have a surprise announcement for you in this issue. Don't miss it. Yeah. They're already out battling Nazis, and we haven't even entered the war yet here in America.
Knew it was coming, though, didn't they?
Oh, yeah. Everybody, well, not everybody, but almost everybody knew we were going to get involved eventually.
Wasn't popular, though, was it?
No.
Not at the beginning. Everybody, especially Hollywood, just loved Hitler. They and there was a big isolationist movement that ran here for years, where we wanted to just stay away from Europe and everybody.
But Hitler was on the cover of Time magazine, I think, in about 1937 as Man of the Year.
Yeah, Man of the Year. Yeah, he was that celebrated.
Yeah. Hey, look, this headline hunter guy's hip. He's got no socks on. He could be around today. People not wearing socks.
Yeah. Yeah, they were. Time was happy that Hitler was organizing all of Europe, getting it.
About time it got organised, eh? That's what you can always say about Mussolini. The trains always ran on time.
Mm-hmm.
Joe Kennedy, who was ambassador to England, he advised FDR to side with Hitler to start with.
Yeah. Oh yeah. The Americans just a lot of them just wanted to do a deal. Yeah. We should all be speaking. We should all be speaking German. I should be taller.
It just shows you it's not the first
and
time,
blonde,
or the last time that we weren't on the right side of history.
Yeah.
We're right side of history, my arse.
When headline hunter Ace, foreign correspondent, dared to probe the secret behind the mysterious, sinister factory, he found the most horrible spy plot of all time. Stanley again.
Look at this. He's looking for a story and he says, I wonder what that building is. And the guy says, yes, sir, this factory is run by Lord Wattenby. He's turning out some sort of secret weapon. Nobody knows anything about it, not even the Prime Minister. He's just telling some random stranger all this information.
Hence
the creation of those great posters, loose lips sink ships and all that sort of stuff.
Oh yeah.
Nobody's allowed.
I love the way he's telling him. Nobody knows, not even the Prime Minister, but I do.
I see. Thanks.
And now you do as well.
We allow nobody in or out of the factory. I see. Thanks, bud.
Oh, it's slave labor, eh?
Yeah.
Like his hat.
I'm drinking. That's why I have my hand on my chin. Yeah.
Where are they? They're in a bar. The artist has never been in an English bar, has he? Oh dear. So you say nobody knows what's happening in the factory. That's right. But we got this. What's he saying? We hear what? We hear lots of noises and rumbling sounds, but we're not allowed to ask questions. Oh, I've just remembered who's written this.
sprung himself by pulling a tree down and pole vaulting over the fence. Twang.
Wow, what a trip.
It's a crash.
Crash.
Now what Headline hunter looks in the next room and sees an astonishing sight. There's swastikas all over the wall. Holy smokes. This is a secret Nazi stronghold.
It's top secret, so they hang swastikas everywhere, in case somebody gets in. Look at the guns on that tank. They're inoperable.
Yeah. Look at all that. Single tread, too, it looks like.
Yeah.
Tread tank.
Yeah.
What a monster that tank was. I got to stop it.
That tank can move.
Yeah. It's a different tank than what was there before. Now he's got 2 treads here.
Yeah. Is he flying the plane? A plane, my only hope.
Yeah, well, high above the tank, a plane looms into view, piloted by Headline Hunter. Yes. Right there.
Phew, thank God he can fly a plane.
The bombs. They don't seem to harm the tank. There's only one thing left to do. Darfur. His puny bombs cannot harm their tank. That's a little redundant. And now Waltonby will destroy all of London. Quiet, fools. The man with the monocle. He must be evil. He's got a monocle. Years ago, I was thrown out of Parliament. They called me a fascist. Well, now I shall have my revenge. Yeah.
This plane is loaded with explosives. How did he know that?
It's a good thing that the plane was loaded with explosives. He says, I've got to crash into the tank. It's our only hope. At the controls of the plane, the daring reporter attempts a dangerous stunt. Yeah, that's a little redundant, too. That should have been up here. That should have been down there. Yeah. What remains of Wattenby's fiendish creation is a pile of still smoldering ashes. And that takes care of that. And yes, I appreciate the medal I got. Ha-choo. But after diving into that river and catching this cold, achoo, I'd rather have received a bottle of aspirins. Never want to see a newspaper again.
Achoo. At the end of that, they should have said, here's looking at you.
Yeah.
He's looking at you, kid.
He's looking at you, kid.
What? You say I've got a new story for me? Hot dog. I'm on my way.
You're on fire, Glenn.
Conveniently placed sheet there. Here he is and dresses himself up as Hurricane. Yeah.
Incredible that the writer came up with such wonderful things only 20 years later.
Yeah. Yeah. Well, 20 years of constant work also. Yeah. So he went through and wrote all of the Timely Atlas stuff, or the majority of it at least.
Yeah.
Captain America's crusade against traitors to the USA. Our goal, 100,000 members. Sentinels of Liberty. Become a Sentinel of Liberty and join more than 20,000 patriotic young Americans in a noble crusade against spies, fifth columnists, and traitors to the United
Only
States. Only
$5.99 a month.
Only 10 cents.
10 cents, is that all?
Send 10 cents along with its coupon and your name and address on a sheet of paper to Captain America, 33 West 50 or 42nd Street, NYC.
So we
For your
can add
bag.
you to our list.
Yeah,
Yeah. That's the 40s email list.
that's what it is.
Yeah.
Too, yeah.
That's the
Another-
list for them to for the CIA to keep watching you.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's Hurricane, Master of Speed again. Look at that dog. It's got to be frozen. Moving too fast for the eye to follow. Hurricane grabs the dog by the throat and, gosh, doesn't get him a chance to bend his legs or nothing. Look at that.
Look, they've done it again with that bubble over his head.
Right there, too. Yeah.
What's going on?
Could have moved it down here just as easy.
And the way that she's talking, but it's on his head as well.
Yeah, that should have been moved over. So that shoe should have been able to poke through the panel. Yeah.
Yeah. Gosh. If you need a rooming house.
This one on the corner. But I wouldn't go there if I were you. Why? I'll tell you, mister. That house has a mystery to it. 2 people have been murdered there, and the police haven't caught the murderer yet.
Fancy telling him to go there, but saying don't go there.
Yeah, go there, but don't go there.
I love the fact that back then, even then, like people were getting murdered all the time.
All the time.
You like
they talk
that,
about the crime rate. Well, they talk about the crime rate rising, and there you are. It's like all these people dying.
Don't forget, 6 months after this, the murder rate really grew.
Yes,
He says
massive murder rate.
He says, well, that sounds rather interesting. Thank you, little lady, and stay away from vicious canines in the future.
Little bit of advice there. If you got any pets,
Just trying to help them all. Wow, look at that. That anatomy's off just a little. Woohoo.
oh hello.
Oh, it's Harry Kane again.
Yeah.
It's Harry Kane.
Yeah, obviously.
Yeah, like he's got his ribs in his back. What's that all about?
It's crazy. No 6-pack here, but you can see the bottom of the rib cage there. The pecs are way low. Anyway. Somebody needs to do a little anatomy lessons here. I'm delighted to make your acquaintance. Now, if you'll excuse me, I'll retire to my quarters. It's Mr. Crowley, and there's a note pinned to him. If you don't leave this house, you will be next. This is the first and last warning. Signed, The Menace.
Look at he was Mr. Crowley was intelligent because he's got his pipe on the table.
Yeah.
Just have to go to the A to Z, find someone called Menace. First one on the list, Dennis.
Yeah.
Pay him a call. Pay him a call.
And what about the yellow? The yellow menace.
Yellow. Oh no. Well, they're right at the other end of the list because obviously a long way down the alphabet. Yeah. Why?
Yeah. Look at that.
Harry Kane knows very little about such things, but I'm sure that Hurricane is considerably informed.
At the top, he says, "Now, don't become excited, folks. There's been a murder." And the guy says, "Oh, this is getting better than the book I'm reading."
No concern for people's safety or lives. It's like
None.
Oh, a bit of excitement. None. Someone's been murdered. Good Lord.
I'd rather not be found here like this. I bet you wouldn't.
Don't remember me like this.
Oh dear.
I don't know, Miss Sleed. I'm going to my room now. If you don't need any help, if you need any help, just yell. Yeah, I'll hear your screams.
What's it? Oh, is he spinning around there? Did it can't see him? Becomes invisible. Oh,
Yeah.
Smack.
Besides that plant in that round panel.
Yeah. Looks like a feather in an inkwell more than anything.
Yeah. Oh, dear. I mean, let's face it. If you did go to a rooming house and you were confronted by that woman there, you wouldn't, would you? You'd.
Special guest appearance by the old witch from EC.
Yeah.
Right there.
My brother.
Yes, it is believed that my father hid $50,000 in bonds somewhere in the house, but I never found them. Yeah. They couldn't have moved this over and put believed here. They've got plenty of space sitting there.
Yeah.
But it has to be believed. Yeah. B-leave. Here's a what again.
That's good because the murderer is coming into his bedroom and the moon is outside the bedroom door.
Yeah. That's an open air house.
And then whack. Brilliant. Where's he going now? See, a trap door. Oh, there you go, you see.
They can whiz under that trap door straight away.
Yeah.
Oh, and he's
now you die.
Cannot close quickly enough to keep out the measure of speed. Strange, the corridor appears empty. Suddenly, now you die. Yeah. They move that strange up and put and then corridor all as one word. Look at all that empty space again.
Those
They just want the kids to read hyphenated. That's all.
Those blobs on the wall look like those things from the 60s, the 70s, them little lamps that used to blob.
Oh, yeah. The little
oil
lava
lamps.
Yeah.
I think it's supposed they're supposed to be stones, aren't they? They're not very good.
Yeah, they are.
Colouring them red probably didn't help.
No, didn't help it at all.
Red off a yellow wall. See, the anatomy on that's not bad. That top right panel where he's flipping him over.
Yeah.
You know, it's
got the foot kind of right here too. Yeah.
All right, and there's the legal
arch there.
We've got the legal warning again. Cannot be copied. I think we're done. It's 5-2.
Yeah, I think that's the end of the issue. Yep.
Yeah.
Oh, look at
that
cover.
That's a great cover. That is classic swashbuckling here.
Mm.
Look at that guy cutting that rope for that ball thing going to drop on that girl's head.
Yeah.
Great colouring on.
Yeah, I mean, why do that? Why not just stab her?
I just
want to see it squish. Yeah.
Great colouring, that red underneath that ball.
Yeah, it is.
Nothing to do with it, but it looks really good.
Danger. Yeah, danger. Is that guy green?
This guy, no, he's
One
gray.
with the knife?
He's gray.
Weird looking.
He's got a
troll.
green hat on though, and green
Oh,
pants.
Nazi troll.
Must be. Yeah, he's got a little swastika there. Yeah.
Bucky's doing that. Doing the Heimlich maneuver on Cap, isn't he?
Yeah, he is.
That's what you hope.
Just reach a little lower, Bucky, and pull. Anyway.
pull as fast as you want to.
For a complete story, the files of Captain America, plus other features. This is only the mighty Captain America would dare to halt the spiked death. Some spiked death. All right, folks, we're going to stop there. Are we going to continue this next week, or have we had enough?
I think we should do something else and come back to it later.
Yeah. Come back later.
That sounds good. We'll find something else to do.
Yeah.
We'll come back to Captain America eventually. It's like Halo Jones, book 3. We'll get around to that soon too.
Yeah.
Been watching Captain America. Go ahead, Russ.
Let's have a cleanser. Let's do something else.
Palate cleanser. Yeah.
Palate cleanser. Yeah. We'll have a chat about what to do. I've got a couple of books. I could do one. We could do a Romita Spider-Man.
Something more modern. Yeah.
Yeah, we could do something like that.
More up to date.
Yeah. Yeah. Or we could do a Savage Sword of Conan. I've got the one where he comes forward in time. The Watcher watching him. That's quite fun.
Oh, not seen that one.
That's Buscema Ernie Chan. That's quite a good one. It's
black and white one.
Yeah, black and white. Yeah.
That's a Savage Sword then, not a What If?
No, it's a Savage Sword of Conan. Yeah.
That's crazy. Yeah.
Wow.
It is crazy. It is crazy.
Well, let's do that.
Well, maybe we'll do that because it's got some really nice artwork in it. So not that the Romita one hasn't either. So
let me know what number it is, and we'll dig up an image of the cover for the thumbnail for next week.
Okie doke.
Golden Age Captain America comics, folks. Yeah. Looking at the omnibus. Great stuff, fun stuff. We'll come back and look at it again sometime real soon. So Rukatuk says the facial expression. Yep. Dave says, that was fun. Have a great day, everyone. Thanks, Dave, very much.
Yeah, you too, Dave. Good luck.
Golden Age Captain America, folks. More sometime soon. Russ, tell folks how they can find you.
You can find me at russleach.com. There's an image I've just shared here. This is just like the pencil sketch work for the Atlantean, which is upcoming. There you go, splash page for the Atlantean. Wow. There's this kind of stuff. It's fun. It's tits and dragons. Okay, that's the end of it. It's great stuff. Randy's written a lovely story, really good fun. You get to fight some bad wolfy things, big giant wolfy bear things, and it's just rip-roaring stuff. And that's just the side story. Okay, there's already been a bar fight. It's really, really good fun. So hopefully everybody will really enjoy that. But you want to find out more about that, what's going on with the Atlantean, with me and Randy, go to russleach.com and sign up for the email list. There you go. That's it. I'm done.
Yeah. Glenn, tell folks how they can find you.
Usual places like Twitter and Facebook, Instagram, things like that. And you can find all my books and magazines on Amazon. And you can also find my work on fundmycomic.com. But if you, like I said before, if you just Google my name, something will show up. There's 12 books for you to enjoy out there.
Yeah.
That's it.
Right, sorry. And folks, I've been your host, Randy Zimmerman. You can find my work over at aerocomics.store. The Shadow Kingdom will be available. The few copies that we have left over will be available there shortly. We'll make a big announcement, and there's only a handful. So first come, first serve on that. Over at the store, there's all sorts of other books and works, most or some at least, that I've written. Hero Bot Zero is over there as well, that I've drawn, and it's a lot of fun stuff and more stuff on the way. So just want to let you know we are here every Friday morning at 5 a.m. Indie Comics Network, the Randy Zim YouTube channel, and the Black Belt Comic Book Black Belt YouTube channel, and on X. And we show this stuff off because we love it. Don't take the fact that we're picking on this Golden Age stuff as anything but our loving the entertainment value of it and the deep respect that we have for these creators. We do this because we love showing this stuff off. This is the stuff that inspires us and keeps us working in this wonderful art form known as comics. So, and if you have some great comics out there, if there's something out there you want us to take a look at, we'll be more than happy to consider it. Make sure you leave us a note, leave us a comment. Wherever you're watching us at, there's probably a way to leave us a comment that we will see, and all suggestions are welcome and available. We have a lot more stuff to show you. And we also do the Sunday Funnies program that's on at 9 a.m. on every Sunday, and where we show off more material like this and other things connected to it, trading card sets, just all sorts of different things. And again, check out our archives if you haven't yet to see the wide variety of stuff that we have looked at. The last month or so, we've been looking at a lot of Jack Kirby. This Sunday, we are looking at something a little different. We'll be looking at Torpedo, 1936.
Oh, look at that.
It's a gangland assassin. Very, very big strip done. The first story is done by the great Alex Toth. The rest of it is done by Jordy Bennett.
Fantastic.
Classic material here for Sunday. Great stuff to look over. Look at that. Great bit.
I've never seen that. That's good. I'm looking forward to that. Look at that. Fantastic, yeah.
Lovely. Look at the brushwork.
It's like a bit like Dave Gibbons, isn't it? And Watchmen.
Yeah.
I think it's very much like a cross between Alex Toth and Joe Kubert. Myself, the way that the inking style is done.
Yeah, you can see influences in all this stuff, can't you?
Oh yeah, very much
brilliant.
So. It's fantastic work, folks. Torpedo, 1936, this Sunday. Sunday Funnies, 9 a.m. Eastern Time. Indie Comics Network, Randy Zim YouTube channel, also on my Facebook, and Comic Book Black Belt on his Russ's X channel as well. So Rue asks if there will be a PDF version of the Shadow Kingdom available. Not at the moment. That doesn't
But
mean
there is a retail version coming, which you will be able to buy from places like Amazon. So if you've got Amazon Prime or whatever, you'll get free postage. So that's worth looking at. And we'll drop links whenever that becomes available.
And that's going to be a great book. Russ showed me the cover for that yesterday. It looks fantastic. Just great stuff. I think that's it, folks. Buy alternative and independent comics, especially ours. Go over to Amazon. Take a look at Glenn's Comics Unlimited. It's a great magazine that doesn't get enough attention. He's working on, I think, the 15th issue right now. So
yeah.
Great magazine there. If you get a chance, go visit your local retailer and look at those boxes that are closest to the floor that might have a little bit of dust on them. There's so much great comic material out there just waiting for you to discover, depending upon your age and how much of this material that you've read. There's always something more. We'll never run out of material to show you, folks. There's so much great stuff out there. So that's it, folks. Take care. Have a great weekend. And we wish you the best. Be kind to each other. Go out there and try to be social on those antisocial platforms. And if you're having a little problem, don't be mentally dealing with things in the world. Pick up a great comic book and lose yourself for a while, or go talk to somebody. There's so much. There's still a lot of good out there in the world, just waiting for you to find. So we know that some things can really get you down, and sometimes it gets a little rough to get through the day, but a good comic book or a good talk with a friend or a mate is always a good, helpful thing. So please do that. I think I've got, let me see here. Do I have any quotes available? Since we'll leave you with the immortal words of one Groucho Marx. If you find it hard to laugh at yourself, I'd be happy to do it for you.
A star.
Folks, again, have a great weekend. Take care of yourself. Be good. We'll see you soon.
That's for Dania.
And we'll run this. Here we are. Take care, everyone.
The cops are doing their job as long as they don't be mean to people who are actually being innocent. Then I'm all gravy, baby.
Joke's on you, bitch. I love this shit.
What was that? This is not a charade. We need total concentration. Now, once again, this time, with theory.
Taste the biscuit. Taste the goodness of the biscuit. Taste the honey sauce. Taste the goodness.